Good morning, practicum class. This is Monday morning, August something, 26th, I guess. And want to welcome you to the beginning of week 2. We put week 2 and 3 together, so you have a few tasks to complete during these weeks. And what I have done is I've taken what was in the syllabus for weeks 2 and 3 and posted them right here. So if you need a reminder, it's right here, what you are going to be asked to do for this time. Again, remember that these are soft due dates. These are just to help you pace yourself as you're working through this, because some of those things are going to take a lot longer than others. The professional development plan will take quite a while. The videos may take you a bit to complete. The presentations should be connected to your videos. So if you're doing a video on something, you can use that presentation that you use in that as one of your presentation videos. And you can add others as well. But that would be how to make that work, I think. So that's looking at week 2. I'm going to show you the syllabus for week 1, what we just finished. We were supposed to introduce ourselves in a video. We were supposed to read and reread the syllabus, and I know a lot of you did that. Be sure to fill out your intent to graduate. I don't see, if you are Dr. Jones's advisee, then I'm not going to be able to see that you filled that out. But please go and do that, because that's what tells us that you're finished, or you're finishing up, and what your intent is on that. When you fill it out, be sure to choose the comprehensive exam option. You can put in the information about the cap and gown that it asks you, because you still have to order that if you are coming, and if you're not, it's not a big deal. So just answer the questions as you go through that thing. You are asked to complete the exploration stage of the transference reflection, and then find a peer reviewer. The peer reviewers are, there are still 4 people that do not have a peer reviewer. And so I want to make sure that everybody is getting on track and is able to work through that. Week 2 and 3, what we're going to be working on is updating the ePortfolio and then adding content, a couple of things with content. So the first thing was looking at the transference reflection and, maybe rethinking what you wrote last time in that exploration phase. And one of the things I wanted to remind you of is that all the directions for the assignments are on the website pages. So they're on your ePortfolio pages. And those are the pages that you'll replace, or that first part, you can keep that whole thing if you want to. But then the rest of them, you can replace the instructions, and please do, with whatever you post in there. Candidate information, that is a spot right here for your post there. Now, transference reflection, I know that there are several of them, and that's good. And I have not read through those yet. The candidate info and goal statement, Shelby has already worked on that, and so a few of you are probably working on that. Your resume will be the next thing, and Shelby has also worked on that. There's some good information about the resume on your ePortfolio. And then the only other thing that we've asked you to do this week is to start thinking about your 3 training videos. And I think you already have been. I know I've talked with a couple of you about that. Turn my light back on here. So just wanted to remind you of that. Weeks 4 and 5 are coming, and you can keep going as much as you want to, but remember to give feedback if you can see some things on the site here on the Google+, and keep up with my announcements that are in this area of announcements and Q&A. Hopefully that's it. If you have questions about the ePortfolio itself, you should be able to get those questions answered with the information that I've given you. Here is something on just support for the ePortfolio. This is my quick how-to. I just click through things, but as you start looking more intently at that, some of you have already done a Google site and you won't have a problem with that. Others of you maybe have not. So you just kind of have to play around with how it works. And don't be afraid to play around with it, because you can undo everything that you've done. And there's also a good spot at support.google.com that will give you some good information on that. So if you have questions, let me know. But I hope you guys have a good couple weeks, and I'll check back with you next week.